So these are products from the Happy Skin Fresh Morning Dew collection. I have the Fresh Morning Dew Cooling Serum Foundation and then the Aqua Cooling Setting Powder. I did purchase this set that comes with this pouch right here. Super cute and super functional. It's like a silicone Ziploc bag. So I did try some of the products from the Fresh Morning Dew collection last year. It didn't really work for me just because I have more of a dry skin and I feel like it had more of a matte finish. So when this came out, I was super excited because this has hyaluronic acid, which is very helpful for my dry skin. Thought it might be a lot better because it's water-based. This comes in only 2 shades, so you get either beige or soft beige, I believe. And I got soft beige just because I am more on the medium skin tone. So the serum foundation retails for 999 pesos and it comes in a 1 fluid ounce bottle. So it has the dropper, which you will see in a lot of other serum foundations in the market. But it is one of the first ones that I saw, which is from a local brand in the Philippines. So I was super excited to try this out. It's not the most affordable, but it does come with some good skin-caring properties, just like other Happy Skin makeup products. It's SPF 15 anti-blue light technology and it claims to give you like a second skin glowing finish. Next up is the Happy Skin Fresh Morning Dew Aqua Cooling Setting Powder. So this one has the same like skin caring properties and it also has anti-blue light technology. Before we begin, I'd like to share with you guys what I'm looking for when it comes to my face products. So I want something that protects me from the sun, of course, something that is lightweight and gives my skin a your skin but better finish. I'm not looking for a full coverage foundation anymore. Any scarring or any blemishes on my face, I'd like to go over that with a concealer instead of a foundation to prevent my face from feeling weighed down. And then I'm also looking for something that, like I said, a second skin finish that's gonna give it that healthy glow, not too matte and not too shiny as well, not too oily, just the right amount to, allow me to bask under the sun without my makeup melting off, or something that will not give my skin any dry patches. So before we apply the foundation and the powder, I'm gonna use the Happy Skin Rescue Me Sun Gel Primer. It has SPF 50. While the serum foundation has SPF, I feel like it's not enough because the SPF ingredient in this serum foundation is not one of the first ingredients on the ingredients list. Because from my understanding or from my research on the internet, whenever you're applying something that has SPF, the SPF ingredient, which is usually zinc dioxide or titanium dioxide, zinc oxide or titanium dioxide should be one of the first ingredients listed para it's really more of a sunscreen. So that's what I get from the Happy Skin Sun Gel Primer. So that is why I'm using this. I did already test this out a couple of days ago, but this is my first time testing it out with a sun gel primer because I typically would use the Aqua sunscreen from Lux Organics. Just applying a dime size amount, and what I've noticed from this sun gel primer is it's best to apply it in parts of your face. So don't just, dab a little bit all over and then spread it out. The best way to apply this is kind of dab and focus on one area first until it's fully blended out, because it's not the most forgiving when it comes to the dry time or like quick absorbing, so you have to be really quick. Since I'm using this as my primer as well, I'm making sure that I cover all areas of my face that needs some sunscreen. I just noticed how sometimes we neglect this area. And just so you guys know, I always film my makeup reviews, well, fairly recently lang naman, with natural sunlight. I just have my lamp turned on para my background is not too dark naman. Pero I always film it with natural sunlight para hindi mablur out yung imperfections ko or yung mga, little blemishes here and there using a ring light. Kasi a lot of times, sobrang stark ng ring light or even the softbox, honestly. And the blur out niya, nagmumukhang super seamless ng face ko even when it's not. So I thought for makeup reviews, it's best talaga to just use natural light. So since this serum foundation has more of a runny consistency, I like applying it with a brush. So for today, I'm using this Anklutz blush brush, which I love using for foundation just because it has more of a rounded top. It's very soft. It's not prickly, and it blends out my foundation really well. So what I like to do is for my entire face, I just squeeze out all of the product on top of my brush, like so. And then I start off with my nose, and then slowly building that out. I don't really dabble in too much on my under eye area because I already know that I'm gonna apply some concealer on that area later.
I left the blue rose apart, and I've been up all night, a restless spirit ride. There I meet her face, there I meet the key.
And there we have it. As you can see, it's really bright and light on my skin. But what I've noticed with this cooling serum foundation is as it starts to seep in my skin and it really settles on my skin, it kind of color adapts in a way, because right now I know it looks super light, pero after I finish all of my makeup, apply some powder, some bronzer, concealer, and all that jazz, I feel like it really matches my skin. It really blurred out the imperfections. You can still see some of my scarring right here and some of my veins peeking through. But again, that's the concealer's job. You know, some other foundations could already cover that. Pero if you're into more of that light natural finish, your skin-like finish, I highly recommend just going with a concealer to conceal those blemishes. I like using the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I use the shade 2N. So what I like to do is just focus this on the inner corner of my eyes, and then I apply a little bit. Okay, I have a lash right here. And then I apply a little bit on this area where I have some veins peeking through that scar. The scar right here. Oops. I have a brush.
On a crumbling road, I left the blue rose apart, and I've been up all night, a restless spirit ride.
Now that we have some concealer on, we're going to finish up with a powder. So I'm using, like I said, the Happy Skin Fresh Morning Dew Aqua Cooling Setting Powder. So this comes with 7 grams of product and retails for 799 pesos. Again, when it comes to Happy Skin, the reason for the high price tag is because it always comes with skincare ingredients such as hyaluronic acid. And I forgot to mention, this also has cica in it, which is one of my favorite skincare ingredients for my dry skin. Ooh, the powder comes with a puff. And then this is how it looks in the packaging. So you have one side that has all the holes so that the powder comes out, and then the other side is more just a flat surface para hindi masyadong madaming lumabas. Although a lot of times napupuno ko to. So for my under eye area where I applied some concealer, I don't like using the puff just because it's harder to get in there, and I feel like it packs way too much product on my face. So what I like to use is a tapered blending brush, just like this one for my face. And I just add a little bit of powder, tap a little bit out, and then just use that to set my under eye area. I do love this powder because it doesn't give me a white cast, even though it only comes in 2 shades. I feel like the shades are universal enough and could encompass a couple of different skin tones or skin shades. I will say though that the Aqua Cooling Serum Foundation really has that cooling feeling when you're applying it, whereas the powder, I don't feel it as much. Areas where I tend to oil up in the middle of the day, and also areas where I applied some have lashes falling out. Yan. Where I applied some concealer. And then in all the other areas like my neck, my chin, I just use this puff. Ooh, okay, I take it back. When I was applying the powder with a brush, I wasn't feeling any cooling sensation, but with the puff, I did feel it na. Just be gentle though, because as you can see, I applied way too much right there. So I'm just gonna make sure that And it has both the serum foundation and the powder has like a watermelon or honeydew scent, honestly. Is it watermelon or honeydew? Parang it's close to the scent of the previous Fresh Morning Dew products. And there we have it. So we have the foundation and the powder on. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face makeup off camera and I'll be right back to give you guys my initial thoughts on these two products. Okay, so here is my finished makeup look. Before I begin, I wanted to share with you guys kung ano yung nasa lips ko. Kasi napansin ko, most of my comments in any video, usually ang tinatanong ko ano yung nasa lips ko. And by the time that I upload the video, nakalimutan ko na kung ano yung nasa lips ko. So I'm just wearing the Happy Tint Kiss and Bloom Glossy Tint, which is one of my favorites. I'm sure you guys already know that. This is in the shade Bud. And then I topped it off with the Happy Skin and Love Marie lip treatment oil. So this is in the shade Clear Lang. I just got this recently and I've been loving it. My dry chapped lips has been thanking me for getting this kasi super very hydrating talaga siya sa lips ko. Ayun. So anyway, I am going to be doing a wear test today. So here is the before. Ito yung itsura ng foundation and the powder after ko mag-fix ng hair and whatnot. And like I told you guys, after ko mag-apply ng lahat ng makeup ko, bronzer, concealer, blush, and all that, yung color or yung shade na to is pumapantay siya sa skin ko. So, in the beginning of your makeup application, a lot of times, mukha siyang lighter than your skin. Pero as it sets in your skin, parang color adapting siya in my opinion. So, at first, I was like, oh, dalawa lang na naman yung shade na nilabas ni Happy Skin. But at the same time, nagulat din ako kasi nga, pumantay siya sa skin ko. I wonder lang if for any one of you guys out there na nakatry na nito and you have more of a deeper skin tone, let me know kung gumagana sa inyo yung shade na soft beige. Kasi for me, perfect na siya. As in, I can really see how it matches, you know, my face matches my neck and it's not too light. And the other times that I've used this, ginamit ko siya with the Luxe Organic Sunscreen instead of the Happy Skin Sun Gel Primer. Using the Happy Skin Sun Gel Primer, it adds a little bit of weight to it. Mas prefer ko na ginagamit to with a sunscreen that's more lightweight. Yung Sun Gel Primer kasi medyo, hindi naman siya heavy, pero mafe-feel mo yung difference if you compare it. It's just a nice second skin finish talaga, as you can see. You can still see my skin pricking through. Hindi siya yung super plakadong makeup na it's really heavy. In my opinion, it's a really good everyday foundation. And for 999 pesos, you do get the skin caring benefits. And if you're in front of the computer all the time, it does have anti-blue light technology. So far, I've been loving this. And ayun lang, nagkakatalo lang talaga sa presyo because 999 pesos is a slightly steep price, especially in the local market. Now, when it comes to the powder I've been loving as well because it doesn't give my face a white cast. I've tried other powders na locally available na ang puti niya sa face ko. And for this one, I feel like the beige shade is just right. It's not too tinted na it adds too much coverage on my skin. It's just right to finish off the serum foundation. It's very lightweight as well. And like I said, using the puff, it really has that cooling effect, which I feel like would be beneficial when you're retouching in the middle of the day. Kasi syempre, kapag feeling mo ang sticky mo na ganyan, retouching might feel a little bit icky. Pero because of that cooling effect, parang mas masarap lang yung feeling niya on your face. And like I said, hindi siya powdery at all. Do set it with a nice setting spray lang if feeling mo na too powdery na siya and ang ganda nung lapat niya sa skin mo. Now, like I said, I am gonna do an 8-hour wear test today. We are going outside under the sun, so makikita nyo talaga kung huhulas to or hindi. Now, I just wanted to let you guys know na wala na kaming mask mandate where I am from, so I'm not gonna be wearing a mask, so I can't really tell if it's going to be mask proof, but I will try that out pag pumunta ako ng office kasi doon required pa mag-mask. But here is how it's looking on my skin after an hour of application. More than 8 hours na. I applied makeup at 8 a.m. this morning. It's already 6 p.m. And ready na ako pakita sa inyo how the foundation wore throughout the day. And today, I wore the foundation out. We were walking outside downtown. As in, out. Okay. So, foundation check. Ayan. Proof na nasa ilalim ako ng araw. side na walang bubong, ganyan. So, pinawisan talaga ako. And I'm gonna show you guys how the foundation wore. And so, this is without any retouch. Hindi ako nagpat ng powder or nagblot or anything like that. And here is how it looks on my skin. So, I'm not sure if you guys can see that on camera. Pero, as any foundation would under the sun na pinawisan ako, medyo may paghuhulas na siya or medyo natatanggal na siya. There's not much build up, I would say. Yung pinaka part na natanggal yung foundation is here sa may eye area ko, yung inner corner, because naka-sunglasses nga ako. Pero like here sa mouth area, it's not that bad. You'll see where it's starting to build up here. Pero like I said, yung pag-wear down niya, it's not that bad. It's hindi siya like patchy all over your face. Parang pantay yung pagkaka-wear niya. So I feel like if I blot with powder, maayos to. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to retouch using the Fresh Morning Dew powder. So, dito, sa areas na to. May cooling effect nga siya. Ayan. Careful lang kayo kasi pag galing talaga siya dun sa pinakalalagyanan, sobrang dami ng nalalagay niya. So, baka kailangan ipagpag muna bago ka mag-retouch all over your face. Obviously, napadama yun dito sa may chin area ko kasi diniretso ko siya. Okay yung powder na to kasi it doesn't look cakey. Talagang i-blend out mo lang siya. And as you can see, refreshed na yung face ko. Although I would highly recommend na you set it with another round of setting spray after applying the powder para mag-seep in siya sa skin mo and it doesn't look like the powder is sitting on top of your skin. Although, as it is, so, nag-smooth out na ulit yung face ko and I really don't mind it. For 999 pesos and 799 pesos, yung quality niya is really, really well. May kukumpara mo siya sa mga foreign brands that I've tried here in the US. And again, for the price, it is more expensive than other local brands, but you do get what you pay for with these two products. Overall, I really love it. With the price, it is a little bit more expensive than the rest of the local market or the local brands in the Philippines, pero you do get what you pay for with a skin-caring makeup. Maganda yung ingredients niya. The way that it feels on my skin, it really competes with a lot of my high-end products. And yesterday, I actually tested out the Happy Skin Serum Cooling Serum Foundation against one of my favorite Chanel Water Fresh tint. And overall, it's very comparable. The way that it feels on my skin, it's both very lightweight, second skin finish. For someone who has dry skin, I really like it because it's not drying at all and it's not too dewy naman. Talagang nasa gitna lang siya, which I think is perfect for the tropical and humid weather in the Philippines. Like I said, I tested it out side today and super init sa labas, like 90 degrees, as in pinapawisan levels. But ang ganda nung pagkaka-wear niya sa skin ko. It's not too patchy. It doesn't look like my face is a mess. A little bit of powder lang after and it looks smooth na ulit. Overall, I highly recommend these two products if you're looking for something to use for the daily basis. Maganda siya pang office, lalo na kasi nga maganda yung wear niya. Talagang natural finish lang. Hindi ka mukhang nagtatry ng too hard. Yung ganon, yung parang super daming makeup on your face. Pero it blurs out the blemishes and really flattering in my opinion. If you like this video and if you found it helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. If you've tried these products and nagkaroon kayo ng ibang experience or you also liked it, please comment it down below. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, it's Eunice. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
On a crumbling road, I left the blue rose apart. And I've been up all night.